So, good morning everyone. My name is Roberto J.R.D. Squibias from BETLX 4B. So, my topic is all about ethics training and performance evaluation. So, the objectives of my topic is to discuss the concept of these words: ethics training, training methods, performance evaluation, who do we evaluate, 360-degree evaluation, and methods of performance evaluation. So, number one, ethics training. It is a structured process aimed at instilling ethical principles and values within individuals or groups. It often involves educating participants on ethical standards, decision-making processes, and promoting culture integrity within an organization. The goal, the goal of the goal is to enhance ethical awareness and behavior. So, ang ethics training po, ito po ay tungkol sa pag-educate sa mga employee kung pag-educate sa mga employee kung ano ang pwede nilang maging desisyon sa isang problema at kung ano ang magiging epekto nito sa isang organization. Ang ethics naman po ay tungkol ito sa pag-aaral ng moral ng isang tao o moral ng tao. Dito natin matututunan kung ano ang tama o mali na ating ginagawa. So ito po yung example of ethics training, code of conduct workshop, interactive workshop. So dito po sa example of ethics training, ito po yung mga binibigay sa mga employees para maisabuhay nila ang kalagahan ng mabuting pag-uugali sa isang organization. At matututunan din nila dito na makinig sa bawat isa at makipagtulungan sa bawat kasama sa isang organization. So next is training methods. Training methods encompass the various approaches and techniques employed to impart knowledge or develop skill, ranging from traditional classroom structure to hands-on practical experiences. E-learning, simulation, and more. The choice of methods depends on the learning objective and the nature of the skill being taught. So, amo po ini ang example of training methods: classroom training, on-the-job training, and e-learning. So, may iba't ibang uri po tayo ng technique na ginagamit para sa pagtuturo at paghubog sa kamoral ng isang tao. Maaring upang bigyan ito ng sapat na kaalaman tungkol sa kahalagahan ng moral ng isang tao, o maaari ding bigyan sila ng sapat na kaalaman kung paano nakakatulong ang moral sa isang organization. So, sa pagpili po ng uri ng training methods ay nakadepende naman po sa pangangailangan ng isang tao or employee. So for example, kulang po sa kooperasyon. Syempre, ang ibibigay mong training methods is tungkol sa kalagahan at pagtutulungan. Another example, kung wala kang tiwala sa sarili mo. So, ang ibibigay nating training method sa kanya is kalagahan sa pagpapalakas ng tiwala sa sarili at kung paano ito gagawin. So, next is performance evaluation. It is a systematic process of assessing individuals or a group job-related achievements, behaviors, and skill. It serves as mechanism for feedback, improvement, and decision-making within organization. The evaluation criteria of align with job responsibility and organization goal. So dito po sa performance evaluation, ito po ay ginagawa upang malaman kung ano ang naging performance ng bawat isa, or ginagawa ito upang makatulong kung saang parte ba naging maganda o naging pangit ang performance ng bawat kasapi sa isang organization. So, for example, sa working student po ako, so pag may event po, pagtapos po sa event, doon po kami igwaki performance evaluation. Kunyari may kinuha kami ng mga on call. So pag may kinuha po kaming mga on call, so pagtapos po sa event, doon po kami nagtitipon-tipon at mag-evaluate sa mga performance ng mga on call. So ang manager po namin, iniisa-isa kami kung ano ba ang naging performance ng isang on call, kung anong nagiging ugali, kung maganda bang makisama, kung masipag ba, at kung ano pang mga positive na kailangan sa trabaho para matanggap bilang regular. So next is who do we evaluate? Performance evaluation can be conducted for employees at all levels within organization, from entry-level staff or executive. The criteria for evaluation may differ based on the position and responsibilities of the individual. So, who do we evaluate? So, number 1 is yung employee. So, kailangan masuri ang performance ng bawat membro ng isang organization para matukoy kung ano ang mga bagay na kailangan pang bigyan ng pansin at kung nangangailangan pa ba ng karagdagang training para mas maging maayos ang performance ng bawat miyembro sa isang organization. So number two is manager and supervisor. So kailangan ding masuri ang kakayahan ng isang namumuno or isang manager para malaman kung sapat ba o epektibo ang kanilang pamumuno sa kanilang nasasakupang trabaho. So number 3 is team. So kailangan ding pati ang grupo ay nasusuri upang malaman kung naisasabuhay pa ba nila ang ang kahulugan ng salitang grupo. So next is 360-degree evaluation. It is a comprehensive feedback approach that gathers input from multiple sources, including supervisor, peers, subordinates, and sometimes external stakeholders. These methods provides a holistic view of an individual's performance, fostering a more well-rounded and accurate assessment. So last is the methods of performance evaluation. Various techniques or methods used to assess and measure an individual's job performance. Each method has its strength and limitation, and organization may choose methods based on their specific needs or objectives. So these are some methods of performance evaluation: graphic rating skill, critical incident method, management by objective. So, yun lamang po. Thank you.